Hi everyone, so I'm sure you'll notice that I'm in a different background today, and that is because the lighting in the other setup was driving me insane, and I think that this looks much better, much clearer. It doesn't wash me out. I look kind of a normal colour, but let me know what you think. It's obviously not the most interesting background, but I like it and I think the lighting looks good. But today's video is going to be a kind of tag video, and it's a combination of questions. Now I think I've actually done the About Me tag before, but the one that I did had totally different questions to this one. So I thought it'd be really fun to answer some other questions, and obviously because I've got new subscribers coming all the time, you might have missed it. I know not everyone goes back to past videos, and these are some kind of interesting questions that will give you a little bit more insight onto who you're watching. So the first question is, do you have any pets? And I don't have any pets. I do kind of like at my mum's house, but not here, and I'm not really a pet person. We don't want any pets. I sometimes contemplate having a dog, but then I see people having to walk their dog in the rain and that puts me off, so no, I haven't got any pets. Then name 3 things that are physically close to you. So my phone, lip gloss, and my empty mug that I just had a cup of tea in. Those are 3 things that are physically close to me. Then we have, what's the weather like right now? The weather outside is very dull and grey. It's not raining at least, but it's very grey, and as you all know, I'm sure if you live in the UK, we have the crappiest weather ever, and it's supposed to be springtime and getting warmer, and it's not. It's cold and it's grey and it's horrible. Then we have, do you drive? If so, have you ever crashed? I don't actually drive, just because I haven't ever gotten around to it. It's something that I need to do, and as soon as we've moved, because we're moving to a different house in a couple of weeks, not a couple of weeks, in a month, but as soon as we've moved, then I'm going to kind of sort that out. So yeah, I haven't crashed. Then what time did you wake up this morning? I woke up at 5:30 and went back to sleep, and then got up at 7 because I wanted to do the 30-day shred. So that was what time I woke up. But it depends what I'm doing really, but I'm not a very late sleeper. The latest I can sleep if I'm really tired is probably about 11, but I've never slept longer than that. I've never been one of those people that can like sleep the day away type of thing. When was the last time you showered? This morning after the 30-day shred. What was the last movie you saw? The last movie I actually saw was a couple of nights ago. We watched Hemingway and Gilhorn, which is about Ernest Hemingway and Martha Gilhorn, and it's Clive Owen, who I love. I do think he's losing his looks a little bit as he's aging, but don't we all? And Nicole Kidman, and it's a really lovely film, really lovely story. It is a little bit long though, and I can't help but feel this, and it's probably just me, but aren't films these days just longer than they used to be? I don't know if it's the films or if it's my attention span, but I just feel like every film I watch, I'm always ready for it to be finished, like 40 minutes before it actually finishes. My boyfriend constantly laughs at this and sort of says like, what is the matter with you if this is the length of films? But I just find it really difficult to sit there and concentrate for that length of time. But yeah, that was the last film I watched, and I definitely recommend it. It's really lovely. What does your last text message say? So let's have a look at my text messages. My phone has decided to just freeze. What am I doing? Something's wrong with it. Okay, here we go. My last text message is actually from my boyfriend from yesterday, and it says ROMWE with kisses. So it was him saying that he was on his way back from wherever it was that he was. Then we have, what's your ringtone? This is a really fun thing, and let me just find it a minute. My phone is just being really slow. It'll be in sounds, won't it, my ringtone? I have got an actual ringtone. I haven't got that standard iPhone ringtone that everybody has, because all I can think of is when I'm out, I can hear like loads of people's phones ringing, and you can always see that no one knows whose phone it is. It's like really 90s. My boyfriend has that ringtone, and someone else's phone will ring and he'll think it's his. So I wanted one that was very personal, and I love my ringtone. Other people might find it annoying, but I won't say what it is. I'm just going to play it, and then in the comments tell me if you recognise it. I'm sure you will. But this is my ringtone. Why is it? Oh god. Here. That's my ringtone. I love it. So yeah, that was my ringtone. Then we have you ever been to a different country? I have been to quite a few different countries. I obviously grew up in Israel, which is something that some of you might not know, and I don't really mention very often just because sometimes it causes a bit of controversy and it really, really, really bugs me and upsets me. And whereas if someone says like, you know, I don't like your videos and that kind of thing, I can get over that. Or if someone says I'm hideous and fat or whatever, I don't care. But when it starts to kind of get political and that kind of thing, and people take too much of an interest in it, it really upsets me. So I try not to mention it. But I grew up in Israel, so I've been there, I've been here, I've been to Italy, I've been to Turkey. I'm sure there was somewhere else I've been, but yeah, that's all I can think of right now. Then we have, do you like sushi? I don't like sushi. I don't like sushi at all. I'm vegetarian and I don't eat fish, but I don't even like vegetarian sushi. So no, I do not like sushi at all. Then the next question is, where do you buy your groceries? I buy my groceries in Tesco's purely because it's the kind of nearest one to us and it's what my boyfriend prefers. I'm not overly fussed about where we buy our shopping, and I definitely do think that Asda is actually cheaper to buy your shopping from there, but I tend to buy it from Tesco's and sometimes from Sainsbury's and the odd kind of bit from Marks and Spencer's. So we kind of chop and change, but our general shop is Tesco's. Then we have you ever taken medication to help you fall asleep faster? No, I haven't ever taken medication. I'm actually really wussy about taking medication in general. I never like take headache tablets, and if I've ever got period pains, I try not to take medication. I really believe that your body should try and get over it on its own, so I don't really try and take any sorts of medication. How many siblings do you have? I have 4 siblings and I'm the oldest, and I have 1 brother and 3 sisters, and they're all, as I said, I'm the oldest, so obviously yeah, they're all younger than me. My hair is just doing my head in as usual. Then do you have a desktop computer or a laptop? We have both, but generally the laptop's the only one that gets used. We've got a computer that's rigged up to the TV, so the PC is rigged up to the TV, and we use it to kind of watch films and that kind of thing, but generally the laptop gets used more than anything. Do you wear contacts or glasses? I don't wear contacts or glasses. I haven't got the best eyesight. I feel like sometimes I should probably get it checked, but no, I don't wear contacts or glasses. Do you colour your hair? I don't colour my hair. I did, now it's my natural colour, and I am contemplating going a little bit lighter for summer. It's just that because I've got a strand of hair that grows blonde, it can get a bit problematic, because I feel like my hair will all grow and then that part will grow and you get roots, but you get different coloured roots because of where the blonde part is, and it looks like you've got grey hairs. So I'm not 100% sure, but I do feel like I should probably dye it a little bit lighter, because I feel like the colour it is at the moment is just really dull. Then we have, tell me something you're planning to do today. At 5 o'clock I've got a meeting with an estate agent to go and see a house that we're looking at, so hopefully it'll be successful, even though I'm not sure about the house, to be honest, but that's something I'm planning. When was the last time you cried? The last time I cry about everything. I'm a really, really easy crier. Like if I'm upset or stressed, I cry. But I think the last time I cried was on Saturday, because I was having a really, really stressful day, and then I had an argument with someone and it just upset me. And it wasn't Saturday actually, now I'm thinking about it, it was Sunday. Then we have, what is your perfect pizza topping? I like pizza with stuff on it. Like I don't like just like plain pizza, but obviously I don't eat meat, so it's normally vegetables. I love peppers. Courgettes is my latest thing on pizza. I love courgette on pizza. Then I also really like things like rocket after it's done, that kind of thing. I love a busy pizza kind of thing. And cherry tomatoes, onions, spinach, that kind of thing. Which do you prefer, hamburgers or cheeseburgers? Neither, because I don't eat meat. I'm a veggie burger girl, even though I don't really have them very often. They're really, really hard to make at home. that just never come out right. And my favourite bought ones, freezer ones, are the Sainsbury's Moroccan style veggie burgers, I think they're called. And bought, I really like, it's bad, but I really like the McDonald's veggie burgers. I think they're really nice. And I love the Nando's, I think it's like coriander and chickpeas and split peas and that kind of thing burger that they do at Nando's in a bun. That's really nice as well. Have you ever had an all-nighter? That noise is probably really annoying to some of you. Have you ever had an all-nighter? I have. The last one I can remember. I used to do it when I had like big exams and that, but that was a while ago. The last one I can remember was we went to bed and then we got a phone call at like 3 o'clock in the morning from a friend of ours who probably isn't watching this video, but occasionally he does. So Chris, if you're watching, got a call saying that he was lost somewhere in Brighton and could we come and pick him up. So we got into the car at like 3 o'clock in the morning to go and pick him up, and the car broke down on the way, and then we had to get towed home, and it was just an absolute disastrous day. So that was the last time I had an all-nighter. Thank God I won't have any anytime soon, because I just need sleep. What is your eye colour? My eyes are brown. They're a kind of medium brown, not really dark, but definitely not light eyes. Come a little bit closer so you can see. Just plain brown eyes, nothing too exciting. I find it really weird as well because my mum has got really blue eyes, and we're 5 kids. That rude interruption. Some packages just arrived. So what question was I on my eye colour? Yeah, my mum's got blue eyes, we've all got brown eyes, so it would be interesting to see if my children have blue eyes. I would really like that. Can you taste the difference between Pepsi and Coke? I can when I drink them, which I don't. I did used to drink Diet Coke and preferred Pepsi Max for a while, then went back to Diet Coke. So if I had to pick now, I would probably pick Diet Coke. You definitely can tell the difference, but I don't drink either. Then it kind of goes on to some other questions that are more personal. What do you order at Starbucks? I don't order anything at Starbucks because I'm going to tell you a little secret. I hate Starbucks. I think it's overhyped. I think it's a bit pretentious, and I can't be dealing with all the different bits and bobs that they put in everything. It's like a soy chai mocha latte blah 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 blah, and they put loads of stuff in it. And I don't think that they're that nice as well. And I don't drink tea or coffee at all, so I always have a hot chocolate if I go there, and I don't like the Starbucks ones, so I don't order anything at Starbucks. But my favourite recent thing is Caffè Nero. Caffè Nero do amazing hot chocolate, and they do a hot chocolate Milano it's called, and it's the richest, chocolatiest, most amazing thing ever, and I love that. So if you ever go into a Caffè Nero, order that and think of me because it's amazing. What's one food you can't live without? I think it would have to be, oh no, I've skipped a question. What's one thing in your closet that you couldn't live without? It changes on a regular basis. I have got very kind of classic, quite plain style, so I don't really tend to kind of wear things that are kind of that amazing. But I don't know, lately I think a good coat is a really great investment. The one I've been wearing recently is this one from Inside, and it's kind of like a Zara-esque coat where it's got leather sleeves, so kind of pleated leather sleeves, and then the actual coat is just wool, and it's kind of a mid-length. It's made my camera go all freaky now. It's kind of mid-length and it's really warm. One thing I will note on this though is if you're ever ordering anything from there, I'll put the link below, go a size up because the sizes are quite small. I ordered this in a medium and I probably needed a large. It's a little bit snug, so yeah, go a size up. But that's my item that I'm loving at the moment. Then what do we have? And also I love the fact that it's got so much hardware on it, like the zips, and it's kind of got like detailing on the collar and that kind of thing. So that's the item at the moment, but it generally changes. But I think if you live in the UK, definitely invest in a nice good coat. It'll just see you through winter. Then what quote phrase do you live your life by? This is a really difficult one. I haven't got one that springs to mind, but there's loads that I believe in. I believe in if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. I don't always practice it because everyone likes a gossip. But generally, I just sort of believe in trying to do the best that you can do and being the best version of you that you can be. The questions are getting all muffled and confused. What do you like and dislike about the YouTube community? So obviously what I like is the fact that there is a community. My voice has gone weird. There's a place for us all to kind of share our love for beauty and whatever topic, and it's just really nice that there's a community. And I love my subscribers to death. I've got subscribers that I know watched me from the very, very beginning and who I still talk to, and you know who you are, and I just really, really love it, and I appreciate every single one of you. What I don't like is obviously the negativity, the pickiness, the kind of just nasty attitude that a lot of people have online, and it's not just on YouTube, it's online in general. If you're reading an article and you read the comments, you see it. There's not much you can do about that, but generally I think the good outweighs the bad on YouTube. It's just things that irritate me, like for example, if someone, I've got this lovely person that waits for a video to go live, and as soon as it goes live clicks the dislike, and I know that they're not doing it for any other reason than they just want to click it because the video hasn't even been live long enough for them to have watched it. But things like that are annoying because it just shows you how kind of picky and ridiculous people can be. But the positives definitely outweigh the negative. What's your #1 most listened to song on iTunes? I will confess that I never go on iTunes because it pisses me off. It's too confusing. Every time I want to go in it, it makes my computer go all weird, and I just don't bother going on iTunes. And my kind of taste in music is quite random and weird anyway, so I kind of just listen to whatever is on the TV or the radio at that time, or if I've got something particular in my head, I'll go and YouTube it, but that's generally what I do. What kind of style would you define yourself as having? Oh, I kind of answered that before, but I've got a very simple classic style. I don't like anything that's too out there. I don't really buy into too many trends, and I just like dressing flattering for my body and just kind of adding sort of tough edges and kind of trendy pieces to a classic outfit. So like I said about this coat, but generally that's what I like to do. And then the last oh no, it's a couple more questions. Favourite number? My favourite number is 8. I don't know why, it's just always been my favourite number. Then 2 hobbies. YouTube is a hobby, definitely, and I also really like reading, which I'm sure I've mentioned before, but I love reading, and I'm currently reading a book called The Slap, which is really good. Then 2 pet peeves. Oh my god, I've got so many pet peeves. Bad grammar. Bad grammar does me in. Like, I cannot handle bad grammar. Things like if somebody says, the one what blah blah blah, and I have to be like, the one that blah blah blah. And I've got a friend who has really, really atrocious grammar, and he always does it, and it's on the tip of my tongue not to correct him, and I don't want to correct him because I don't want to be one of those annoying people that corrects people, but it does drive me nuts. And people who don't start their sentence with a capital. Just random pet peeves, but I have got loads of pet peeves. People who wear sandals and socks. When you're in a shop or something and you open the door for the person behind you, then the next 12 people think that you're opening it for them as well and think that you're going to stand there with the door open. Well, they all just waltz in. Loads of pet peeves. Won't get started on that. And then number 13 is guilty pleasures, and I've definitely got quite a few guilty pleasures. Bad food. I like the odd bit of junk food, even though I'm trying to be healthy. Reality TV, love Keeping Up with the Kardashians, that kind of thing. Kim Kardashian is actually my guilty pleasure. I just love her, and I know that I probably shouldn't, and she's a little bit controversial, shall we say, and a bit ridiculous, but I just adore her. But anyway, that was my about me questions answered. If you've got any other kind of random questions that you'd want to know, just anything random, then let me know, and I'll try my best to answer it for you. And let me know what you think about this setup as well, and I'll see you next time. Bye.